The concept of the seven archangels does not originate from a single text, but from a convergence of traditions preserved across centuries. Within the Bible, only a few angels are named. Yet in other ancient writings, such as the Book of Tobit and the Book of Enoch, a broader structure emerges. These texts describe a group of 7 angels who stand in the immediate presence of God. This idea was not lost. It was preserved, transmitted, and expanded, especially within the tradition of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. This study presents their names, their roles, and their place within theological history. According to Scripture, angels are part of the created order. As stated in Colossians, all things were created visible and invisible. Angels, therefore, are not eternal beings. They are created, spiritual, and immaterial. They do not act independently. Their existence is defined by service both in worship and in the execution of divine will. Early theological tradition distinguishes ranks among them. Not all angels hold the same authority. Among these ranks, a small number are presented as standing directly before God. The number 7 carries symbolic and structural significance throughout Scripture. In the Book of Revelation, a reference is made to the 7 spirits who are before his throne. This corresponds directly with the declaration of Raphael, "I am one of the 7 angels who stand before the Lord." These passages, when read together, suggest not a metaphor but a defined group. Michael is the most prominent of the archangels. In the book of Daniel, he is described as one of the chief princes, assigned to the protection of Israel. His role is not symbolic. It is functional and active. In Daniel 12:1, he appears in connection with the final crisis of history. In the book of Revelation, Michael leads a war against the dragon identified as Satan. He is not merely a messenger. He is a commander. In early Christian interpretation, Michael is also associated with the judgment of souls and the defeat of evil. Gabriel appears as the primary bearer of revelation. In the book of Daniel, he interprets visions. In the Gospel of Luke, he identifies himself, "I am Gabriel, who stand in the presence of God." His function is not combat, but communication. He delivers messages that define turning points in history. Raphael is known through the Book of Tobit. Unlike Michael and Gabriel, he operates within human life directly. He travels with Tobias, protects him, and heals both spiritual and physical conditions. His declaration is central. "I am Raphael, one of the 7 angels." This is the clearest textual confirmation of the group. Raphael represents divine assistance within ordinary life. Uriel is preserved in the Book of Enoch and later traditions. He is associated with knowledge, illumination, and interpretation of mysteries. In apocalyptic literature, Uriel explains visions concerning the structure of the world and the nature of judgment. He does not act physically. He explains, he reveals, he interprets what is hidden. Raguel is described as an agent of justice. In Enochic tradition, he is responsible for maintaining order among angels. He enforces divine law. This suggests that even within the heavenly realm there exists structure, accountability, and correction. Sariel is associated with the moral state of human souls. He oversees spiritual accountability. His role connects human behavior with divine order. He represents the unseen dimension of moral consequence. Remiel is linked to resurrection. He is described as overseeing those who rise. This places him within the final stage of divine action restoration. His presence reflects a belief not only in judgment, but in renewal. The seven archangels emerge from a layered tradition, scriptural, historical, and theological. Their roles form a complete structure: protection, revelation, healing, wisdom, justice, accountability, restoration. They do not replace divine authority, they serve it, and through them a structured vision of the unseen world is revealed.